The long-running animated comedy series makes its way back this week with a brand new episode that places one of its most familiar characters, Butters Stotch, at the center of controversy. Fans have grown accustomed to seeing Butters caught up in strange and often uncomfortable circumstances, and the latest installment continues that tradition by focusing on his missteps and the chaos that follows. In the new episode, Butters finds himself dealing with the consequences of actions that spiral out of control faster than he expects. What begins as a small misunderstanding soon snowballs into a town-wide mess, leaving him scrambling to make things right while the other boys look on with their own mix of frustration and amusement. The writing team has crafted the story in a way that keeps Butters' naive charm intact, while also putting him in a position where every choice leads him deeper into trouble. The town of South Park once again becomes a stage for exaggerated reactions. Adults, teachers, and parents all contribute to the escalation of the situation, treating Butters' predicament with a kind of overblown seriousness that has become a trademark of the show. This formula not only highlights the absurdity of everyday life, but also underlines how quickly communities can turn small issues into public spectacles. As expected, the other main characters, Cartman, Kyle, Stan, and Kenny, play key roles in both pushing Butters into his predicament and commenting on it as it unfolds. Cartman seizes the opportunity to mock him, Kyle tries to inject reason, Stan takes the middle ground, and Kenny, true to form, adds quiet humor. Their dynamic serves as the familiar backbone of the show, ensuring that even while Butters takes the spotlight, the group's chemistry remains intact. Butters' father and mother also appear prominently, with their usual mixture of overreaction and misplaced concern. Longtime viewers know that whenever his parents get involved, the stakes for Butters rise, often in ways that highlight the generational gap between kids and adults. In this case, their misguided attempts to handle the matter contribute more confusion than clarity, intensifying the boys' troubles. The episode uses Butters' misfortune to lampoon contemporary cultural issues. While the exact targets shift quickly, the story manages to touch on themes of public shaming, misplaced authority, and the ways social groups pile onto a vulnerable figure. The satire remains sharp, finding humor in exaggerated depictions of behaviors that viewers will recognize from real-world debates and scandals. Animation and pacing follow the series' familiar style. The quick production cycle allows the writers to weave in current references, and the result is a show that feels timely despite its long history. Viewers can expect the usual combination of crude humor and biting commentary, delivered through the bright, simplistic visuals that have become a recognizable hallmark. Butters' vulnerability has always set him apart from the other children in town. Unlike Cartman's manipulative nature or Kyle's outspoken confidence, Butters approaches situations with wide-eyed innocence. This quality makes his misadventures simultaneously endearing and painful to watch, and it gives the writers an effective lens for exploring uncomfortable topics without losing the audience's sympathy. The new episode leans heavily on this aspect, reminding fans why Butters often becomes the emotional core of stories that otherwise thrive on cynicism. Reactions from early previews suggest that fans will enjoy the balance between outrageous comedy and character-driven storytelling. Longtime viewers will recognize echoes of past episodes where Butters took the lead, while newer audiences will see how the show continues to evolve while sticking to its strengths. The return of the series with this Butters-focused plot also signals that the creators have no intention of slowing down. More episodes are scheduled for release in the coming weeks, and each promises to dive into fresh storylines that mix social satire with the off-kilter humor that has kept the show relevant for decades. By the time the credits roll, Butters' ordeal may not resolve neatly, but it leaves plenty of room for reflection and laughter. The episode serves as both a continuation of the show's legacy and a reminder of why this small Colorado town still captures attention after so many years on air.